Hello and happy Monday. It's March 4th. I am MJ and this is a general reading for the collective. And today I am using Unfinished Business, a Ghostly Tarot, and this deck is on its second printing. So if you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's available for pre-order and it ships at the end of April, early May. All right, let's dive in here. Since I missed you on Friday, Friday was just a very, very busy day. I went to Comic-Con here in Seattle on Thursday with my kiddo, took them out of school and so they could go to Comic-Con. And because of that, we both had a lot of catch up to do, them with schoolwork and me with work on Friday. So, all right, let's dive in here and see what we have going on energetically speaking. Who's going to appear this fine, albeit frosty morning here in Seattle? All right. The first card is that energy that's influencing us. It's the energy that comes in. It whispers in our ear. Then we'll take a look at the situation. Then we'll open up the door to the uninvited house ghosts. We'll see how they come in and influence the situation. And then we'll wrap it all up with some words of advice. All right, let me just do another nice, good, clear shuffle. Clear my energy. All right. So we start off here with, oh, hey, Lillian. We start off with the Fool. And so when we have this Fool energy starting us off, right, we're feeling a little bit more inclined to go with the flow. Maybe we're thinking about an idea that kind of just came into our mind and we can't let it go, and we want to kind of see where it takes us. When we have this Fool energy influencing us, we feel more spontaneous. We feel more inclined to try things that are different, to jump at that chance of doing something out of the norm during the day. Maybe someone says, hey, let's go here for lunch instead, or maybe you decide that this is the day that you don't go back to work after lunch. Who has done that? Raise your hand. I'm raising my hand. I literally went to work one day, went to lunch, and then thought, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this. And I was really young, for the record. I don't want to do this anymore. And I just didn't go back. And so that's the energy of the Fool, right? Sometimes you're a little careless. Sometimes you're not thinking about your consequences. You're not thinking about how your actions might impact those around you either when you're in that Fool energy. So pay attention, right? It's a great energy to lean into if you're feeling like you're in a rut, if you need to shake things up, if you're feeling bored, right? Maybe you have a sense of ennui, it's like, oh, life. The Fool energy will take you in a new direction. The Fool energy, though, is not the kind of energy that you need if you have a deadline and you have to get things done and your boss is like, looking at you saying, where's that project? I needed it yesterday. And meanwhile, you're chasing down something that strikes your interest online. Okay, anyway, let's see what the situation is. Oh, I love this. So we have this Page of Cups. So this is a really lovely way to start our week, because what the Page of Cups does here is it opens up our hearts to relationships, to new beginnings, to whether it be a new friendship or a new romantic relationship. We're feeling more inclined to engage with people that maybe maybe we're feeling closed off last week, but today you see things a little differently, right? You see the potential in each interaction. And so having that Fool influencing us today and the situation that's coming in puts you in a place where you do feel like, yeah, maybe you will say yes to that date with that person who, works down the hall from you or lives down the hall from you. Maybe you will try something new that sparks your creativity. This is a lovely, lovely time to lean into the new and the unknown. This is a time to perhaps maybe wear your heart on your sleeve and express your feelings. Be a little bit more vulnerable, because it's not going to be met with opposition. It's going to be met with kindness and support. So let's see who's showing up here. Who's walking in? Ah, look at this. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So there is a determined energy here. Someone or something kind of wants you to stay on track. Someone's going to come in, and although they might appreciate this new adventurous side of you, this person that decides to reach out to new relationships, here comes something that kind of pulls you back to a grounded energy. I kind of feel like the Page of Cups and the Fool, they're off dreaming and thinking about how things are going to be, and feeling just this loving energy. And the Knight of Pentacles comes in and is like, well, that's all well and good, right? Who doesn't want to feel that loving energy? But you also have things that are part of your path and you're responsible for, and you still have to stay on course and remain motivated to complete that task. And so this, the story that just popped into my head would be of, and kind of like drawing on Lillian here, the fool who ditched her fiance at the altar. It almost like this kind of reminds me of her story in a way, where there's this flight of fancy, this idea that there's something else out there, this this desire for more in the way of love. And then here we have this Knight of Pentacles, kind of like saying, well, you've got responsibilities. Look at, all the people who've paid, to come to this wedding, this, this destination wedding, you have to stay on the path, right? And so this Knight of Pentacles, and I'm sure, I'm not speaking about literally like a wedding here, but this could indicate that there is something that's drawing your heart away. There's something that is enticing you. There's something that's calling you to express your love towards something new, and to open up that door to a relationship that holds so much promise, right? It's just in its little infancy stage, but you want to see where it goes, because that Fool energy is really curious. But then we have this Knight of Pentacles coming in, and it's saying, hey, well, put on the brakes there, because you've got things that you need to attend to. You have a responsibility that you're risking perhaps falling off course from. And whoever this is that comes in, they may appear stubborn to you, right? Maybe you're saying, but wait, you don't understand. There are so many new things that I can do with this. There's so much more potential here. And you're keeping things kind of deeply rooted, but I want to try something different. And that's where there might be some friction with whoever it is that comes in with this Knight of Pentacles. Or you yourself might feel conflicted, because here you have this desire that's sort of burning within you, like these candles here from the Page of Cups. You've got this passion that is just ready to ignite, but then there's still this something that's kind of holding you back to a commitment or a responsibility that you still feel a connection to. So let's see what the advice card here is. Look at this. We've seen the world come up quite a bit. Sometimes cards are sticky for a reason, and there's a message there. So the message with the world is something is coming to a closure. It is going to come to a beautiful end. And you're going to feel that, that sense of accomplishment. You are ready to try something new. So you might be a little anxious, right? Maybe this is what what this whole thing with the Page of Cups is, that you're ready. You can almost see it. Just like the World card, who can get a glimpse of what the future holds now that success has been found. You might be getting that sense as well. You're getting an idea for what can happen when you open your heart up. You still might have to take care of some loose ends. This is a time for you to find success and not stray too far off the path, knowing that this path is close to being finished, right? You're almost done, and you already have your sight on something new. You know what's waiting for you. You can get that feeling that there is this potential perhaps for a new relationship or a new way of being. Maybe it's just being more open-hearted. Maybe it is just being more accepting and loving, right? Having that Fool come in, influencing you, opens your heart up itself. That in itself says, hey, there is so much more to explore. It gets you curious about what's happening next. Once you find that success, once you can close a chapter on this book, it just makes you all the more eager to open up the next book, because you know that there's something beautiful waiting. You know that there is some new start that is just going to make you feel completely and utterly passionate about something new. But you still have to maintain the course. You have to stay focused and finish what you started. Because when you do, you find success. You find that victory. I hope this makes sense. Much love, peace, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.